It took me 10 years to figure this one out. Here's how I used AI and a scientific study to get in the best shape of my life. So I was watching a podcast and the guest was basically saying that
obesity explodes in every single country that makes one change and one change only. It's where people move from mostly eating fresh whole foods that they prepare on the day they consume, to mostly eating processed and ultra-processed foods that are constructed out of chemicals in factories in a process that isn't even called cooking, it's called manufacturing food.
Now, newsflash, the world obesity crisis starts when we all start eating crap. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? However, it was interesting to see the direct correlation between obesity and the rise of these products, and I thought, as a personal trainer and someone who's struggled with weight loss over the years, how would it actually affect my body if I just completely removed ultra-processed foods for a period of time? One thing I didn't expect was just how profound the results would be, and here's that experiment. What are ultra-processed foods? It's actually quite a vague term. Most of us kind of know what it means, but for an experiment we need specifics. Well, I went down a rabbit hole and found the Nova food classification system based off a Brazilian study that separates foods into 4 useful groups. Now, you can find this online by using Google. And when you get there, you want to skip to the end of the PDF and you will look at group 4, and this basically tells you exactly what ultra-processed foods are. Fatty, sweet or savoury, salty packaged snacks, biscuits, ice creams and frozen desserts, chocolates, candies, anything in the confectionery section, packaged breads, which was actually slightly heartbreaking for me as I love bread. It's all the crap that you knew was bad for you anyway. It's stuff you can't make at home, it's the obvious crap, it's things that need to be made in a factory. Week 1, I weighed 97.5 kg, which is about 215 pounds. The negatives of this week was completely removing dough-based products, even bread, and the positive was the things I'm still allowed to have: rice, potato, chips, cheese. I lost nearly 3 kilos in the first week, which was shocking, as I was eating until satisfied. I wasn't restricting myself at all. I was probably having 4 meals a day, but the weight just fell off once I cut out the crap. I think a big part of this for me was probably removing breads and bread-based foods, just because they are easier to overeat than sweet potatoes, rice, potatoes, and other more natural carbs. Probably the major discovery of this week for me was that I needed to get really creative with Greek yogurt for sauces, because most sauces that I like to use are actually ultra processed. So that was the discovery of week 2. Week 3, I'm 4 kilos down, actually starting to feel really good now. The biggest thing that shocked me this week was the fact that I'm still training with good energy. I'm not hungry. I'm losing weight, but I'm feeling good, I'm sleeping well. This is pretty much unheard of for me. Usually when I get leaner, I start to lose energy. My training sessions really become crap. I'm desperate to get out of the gym. I'm not doing my hobby, which is martial arts, as much. But at the moment, there's been no change. Energy feels great. I am flying. It's week 4. I've lost almost 6 kilos by now, and I'm actually feeling really good. I've found my staple meals now. So breakfast is something egg-based. I'm having a massive Greek yogurt bowl with frozen berries and fruit. Dinner is usually some sort of chicken with potatoes or steak with potatoes, and my main snacks have been fruit. On days where I'm training hard, I also add an extra meal in sometimes. Week 5, and I'm really noticing the benefits at this point. My training's going well. I made some PBs on the Romanian deadlift and the shoulder press, which for me is unheard of in a calorie deficit. Now, I wasn't aiming to be in a deficit. I wasn't counting calories. The only reason I can confidently say that I'm in a calorie deficit is because my weight is coming down. I even went for a day out and was able to make some healthy choices. I think this meal probably did include some ultra processed foods, but hey, it was a one-off. It didn't stop my results, so I'm happy. Okay, so it's week 6. I am 6.5 kg, about 14 pounds down. I never ever expected these results. I'm 34, so I'm no spring chicken. I did not expect to see this level of weight loss combined with this level of strength gain whilst losing weight at the same time. I mean, really, this is the holy grail of fitness. This is what all of my clients want. This is what I've always wanted to achieve. So at this point, I'm kind of realizing that this can be more of a lifestyle for me than a diet. I can actually make this work 90% of the time. And if you guys are interested going forward on the channel, I would like to show people how this can be done, where you do include a few ultra processed foods from time to time. Obviously removing them completely can be a little bit inconvenient, but if we can remove them mostly and get great results, we can maintain a lean physique, we can have good training sessions without necessarily always having to be on a diet and counting calories. I recommended this to my girlfriend and one of my friends, and they both had great results as well, so I'm confident that this works. I've been trying it out with a few clients, so if that's something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe, and I will endeavour to make more content like this going forward.